Hello, hello. Long time no see, friends. Been a long time since I've done a podcast. Lighting shit as always. Just a tradition around here. It's actually pissing me off. I want to get a little bit better lighting. I'll be right back. Oops. Okay. Give me about a minute. This whole thing was starting to just give me a minute. We'll get this party started in just a minute. The insurance industry's focus on helping customers recover from hurricane. Homeowners still face risks from fraudsters and unlicensed contractors looking to take advantage of them. Securing Our Future has information available. Speaking of fully public victim fraud, learn more at securingourfuture.com. All right. What's up, Trashcast fans? Raw dogging this thing solo. No guest over there. Just me. That's all you got to listen to. The flashing lights, because I'm watching television right now. Multitasking. TV and podcast. So basically, we're just going to talk. We're going to talk about life. We're going to talk about what's going on. What day is it? November 19th. What's happening right now? A lot of nothing. I mean, a lot's happening, but nothing at the same time. In stark contrast. I'm just going to start talking. Right now, what's on TV? I'm watching Sports Center. They're giving the highlights. The Pistons are playing the Lakers. Well, shit. I guess this could be a sports podcast. I consider myself pretty knowledgeable in the sports department. I think I know a thing or two. What do I think about the Lakers? I think they're utter trash, just like this trash cast. Just like this podcast. I think LeBron is declining. I think AD is a bitch. I would not build around AD. I think he should go back to the Pelicans where he could average 30 a game. It's popular to belief to say they don't have any shooters, but I don't think they have anyone. Hang on. Dang. UMass just hit a buzzer beater on Murray State. Why the fuck am I talking NBA? No one cares about NBA. I'm a college basketball fan. If you know me, I love college. How's Duke looking this year? Let me give you the Duke rundown. First two games looking great, but we didn't play nobody. We didn't play nobody good, so you really can't base it off that. Thing that stood out to me, the first two games, keep in mind, this is after we just lost to Kansas, so that's the third game. But the first two games, I thought Mark Mitchell was our standout player. People were talking like he was going to be our sixth man or something, or come off the bench, be that spark plug. No, that is our best player. May not have been our highest recruit, but that's our best player. Derek Lively, looking good, looking soft, looking a little bit like Charmin out there. 7 feet tall, needs to learn to bully people, all right? Mark Mitchell has that dog in him. He reminds me, they don't play just because he's lefty and a slasher, but he reminds me of RJ Barrett. The way he attacks the basket, looking for contact, can't shoot at all. Honestly, he's hit some threes, so good for him. Kyle Flip, I'm seeing him all over these highlight pages. I don't think he's doing that good. I think he looks awkward out there. I can't be talking, but still, I think he looks very awkward. Looks like he's still getting used to the college game. He tries to shoot. The results aren't showing, but I think he was 1 of 6 against Kansas. kind of plays like a bitch, honestly. He's not banging in the paint with the other big men. He likes to be out there on the perimeter and dribble and do all this fancy shit. I mean, yeah, he's probably averaging, in terms of stats, he's probably putting up the best stats for Duke at the moment. But stats don't mean anything if you're not winning games. That game against Kansas was awful. It was a close game. You could say Duke played well. I don't think we played well at all. Like, Kansas, who the fuck do they have? We have like five-star recruits, and they're bumfuck. Well, okay, they have Grady Dick. Grady Dick surprised me. I knew he was good, but he whooped our behind. That's what you're gonna do. Does look a little bit like Jeffrey Dahmer. I'll give him that. You gotta be good if you look like him. I think he had 8 points in the past 2 minutes to beat Duke. Ridiculous. Ooh, soccer highlights. No one cares about soccer. Getting distracted, man. Do I have ADHD? I don't know. You tell me. Let me go through. All right. Anyways, apparently there was a game today I didn't watch. Dariq Whitehead, our best player, I believe, is back. Expecting big things. Expecting big things from my boy Dariq. Always liked him. He went to Montverde. I don't know how you say it, but, you know, everybody goes there. Looked great. Was absolutely stoked to have him as a recruit. But once again, Duke's best recruits can never shoot. We never get a lights out 5-star recruit shooter. Like, that's a pattern I've noticed. Like, we get Zion, can't shoot. We get RJ Barrett, can't shoot. Whitehead, can't shoot. Let me go back a year or two. Who'd we have? Cassius Stanley, our best player in like 2019, can't shoot for shit. Jason Tatum, he'd shoot now. He couldn't shoot for shit when he was at Duke. Get us a shooter. Okay, you know who we do have that I like? Jaden Shoot. I don't know his name. We're just going to call him Jaden Shutt. Don't care about pronunciation. Want to burn me? Don't care. He could shoot the lights out. He reminds me of some of the white boys I played with in high school. You know, a good old, such as he reminds me of Tommy Kelly. Like, let me tell you something. The most dangerous basketball player is a white guy that knows what he's doing. Like, most white guys are trash at basketball, but every once in a while you get that one kid that just has confidence in himself and just knows the game. Like, I played with a couple of those kids in high school. Absolute dogs. You know, if anybody from Oakdale even still listens to this, I got to tell you, it's something in the water there, but the white boys in Frederick, Maryland are I'll put them up there with anybody. Some of the best basketball players I've ever seen, me included. I come from there. No wonder I'm so good. I got to get back out on the court. You know, ever since intramural season ended, I haven't been doing as much hooping as I should. Our season, I was playing in 3-on-3. Got a big man, Josh, so I love when I'm not playing the big man. I was the second tallest, so great. Then I got my boy Ethan running the guard position. We're getting lights out. We actually had one of the shittiest regular season records just because we had some injuries. Josh couldn't make it. We had to replace him with bumfuck Andrew. So we lost a bunch of regular season games. They made a playoff run. Like, we were dancing. March Madness was coming in October. It was ridiculous. Made it all the way to the Final Four. Lost by 1 point. Lost to a buzzer beater layup. I was so sad. But then I went out and drank that night and didn't care. Drink the pain away. That ain't even real pain. It is basketball. My ankles hurt, man. I'm not built for this. I feel like I got rheumatoid arthritis or whatever they say in those commercials running all through my feet. I could barely walk. I remember I took the day off from school after that game just because I couldn't walk. I was like, I'm not about to look like an idiot hobbling my ass to class, because the way we do it in Florida is you got to walk to class. You can't – they don't let the people that live on campus park on campus. So even if you have a car, it doesn't mean shit. So you just got to walk. I walk about half a mile every day, probably a mile, half a mile to class, half a mile back, half a mile for me just dicking around on campus, doing circles and whatever the hell I do. What am I even talking about? Who cares? That's funny. I don't care that no one cares either, so I'm going to continue to talk. I got to figure out an interesting topic here. I think I was talking about the white boys from Frederick County, but okay, you know who I want to give a shout out to? Shout out to Garrison Linton. Dog. Reason I know this is my mom's been going to the Hood games. He plays for Hood College, and I've been hearing this kid is amazing. Like I always knew this kid was amazing. We used to do one-on-ones. I couldn't guard him for shit. There's two people in this world I can't guard, and there's one person in this world I can't guard. That's Garrison Linton. I can't guard that kid. Ever since I think I met him in freshman year of high school. Never could guard him. Still can't. Now he's like putting on weight. I've heard he's doing good things over there at Hood College. Heard they played like the number one school in D3 Nation and like lost to them in like 3 overtimes. Shit's crazy, man. I could see the acne on my face in this low resolution camera in the darkness. That's ridiculous. You know, the acne's coming up. I moisturize. I do everything. Nothing works. All these products that advertise that like they fight acne, I guarantee it's just regular soap with just acne branded on it so they could charge you extra. I have this one thing that dries the fuck out of my skin, which I don't like. I like to have soft, fluffy cheeks. You know what I mean? Give them a squish. I like my cheeks to feel good. So I'm ruining my face. It's not getting rid of the acne. It just dries my face up so in hopes the acne will fall off. Then I have this other thing that does work, but they say it only works after using it for 6 months. I need results now. I can't wait 6 months for acne. The reason I'm trying to get rid of my acne is so tomorrow I don't have acne. I don't care about not having acne in 6 months. I can't have acne tomorrow. Patience is a virtue. I have, but in this situation, I do not want to use my patience. I don't have none for this. Once again, who cares about my acne? I care. That's all that matters. If any of you follow FGCU basketball, I thought we were looking really good. Beat Ave Maria, which was basically a glorified high school team. I was better than every single kid on that team. Beat them like 100-40. So I think we're looking good. We beat USC, which is at USC. We don't have any good home games this year, but beat USC. That was looking good. Lost to, who was it? Tennessee. I mean, to be expected, but we looked awful. Get me out there, coach. Give me a tryout. You need to spice things up. Just wishful thinking. All right, let me see. What should I talk about here? If any of you know how to do accounting tips would be greatly appreciated. Here's my gripe with accounting. Yes, it is the most failed class offered here at FGCU. I'm taking it. My luck. I have the head of the accounting department in my ear. Of course, I get the teacher that's like the head. My luck. But like I could do, like it's getting so complicated, but I could do the complicated stuff. Like we're learning time value of money. I could do the whole interest equation, all the big ass shit. But it's the simple stuff I don't know. Like I don't know how to do chapters 1 to 3. Like I can't even find fucking like I don't even know what a balance sheet is. But yet I'm out here finding the present value of an annuity just fine, but I can't find net income half the time. Like it's like I like know how to do this shit. I just don't have a basis in how to do it. It's kind of like imagine someone's like really good at basketball but they don't know the rules. They're just damn good at putting the ball in the basket. That's basically what I am in accounting. What do we got going on? A lot of people say like school should be the main stressor, but I really don't believe school's that big of a stress for me. It's the shit going on, the extracurriculars, as they would say, that's really stressing me out. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say everything's okay. I am a very stressed out person. Some days I'm riveted with stress. I'm like like the stress, all that cortisone running through me. Oof, not healthy. I just eat it. That like stress, like the stress shits. Like I get stress shits. Like I'll be stressing so much, like I need to use the bathroom, take a giant dump. What I have been doing recently is I've been drinking these protein shakes. Let me show you. They're not protein at all, but it's actually a superfood. I know, I'm gay, right? I take superfoods. What have I turned into? Let's get you under some light here. Why does it look like that? Maximum vibrance. I've been ingesting this shit. What does it say? Contains all known nutrients to mankind. You don't believe me? Look at the label on this shit. The nutrition facts. Ooh, look at how many of those double-sided. I've never seen a double-sided nutrition facts before in my life. Oh my gosh, look at all that shit. I'm ingesting it. Daily value, it tells you how much you should. I'm getting 110. What is that number? 10,000% daily value of methylcobalamin. Holy shit, I should be able to say that better. What is it? Methylcobalamin. Vitamin B12. That's what I should have called it. 10,000 daily value. I didn't even know I need to get that shit. Most of you guys out here eating Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell, you ain't getting all your nutrients. That's why I take this. Because you know damn well you ain't getting all the nutrients in your food. All that junk food you eat as college students, you ain't getting none. You're probably getting like 80% of your protein, 20% of your fiber. That's it. Multivitamins like this, they say it's a fad. They say it's a placebo. I don't give a shit. I'm getting in every known nutrient known to mankind. But the reason I was talking about this, taking this tastes like shit. So it's like a mental workout. It's like if you could get through this, you could get through anything. Like I could fight in World War III after drinking through this. Disgusting. They try to flavor it vanilla. It maybe smells like vanilla, but that's about it. The taste has nothing close to vanilla. It's got some weight to it. It's dense. That's how you know it's good. Reason I branched into this is because my shits have been sliding out so smoothly because of this. It's like, it's a miracle. They come out, you don't even have to wipe. Like it's just a green mush just going out. That's how you know you're that healthy, when you're excreting green shit. I'm a healthy motherfucker. Does it look like it? Pretty lean, need to get back in the gym. I've been doing 50 push-ups a day. Take it or leave it. Does that help me? I don't know. Does it make me feel like I'm doing something? It does. That's all that matters. Let me put this back. Some of you may have noticed I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Why, you may ask? I'm in Florida. Who wears sweatshirts? I thought you were a true Floridian. I've been sick. I'm perma-sick right now. Like I'm in a state of eternal sickness. Had a stuffy nose the whole year. Had a cough the whole year. I'm sick as a fucking dog, and it doesn't go away. It comes to the point when you're sick all the time, you actually don't become sick, because that is the new norm. When you're sick all the time, you're actually not sick at all, because that's just what not being sick feels like. It's just your regular sickness. We've been invaded by mosquitoes. Look at all the fucking mosquitoes here. See all these black spots? Half of that's food residue. The other half of that's mosquito. Yeah, I love the lighting here, so I'm going to sit here. Anyways, I did have COVID this year. It is real. Who would have thought? I was the lucky man. I avoided COVID through this whole debacle. I got through skate. What am I even trying to say? I hate when I stutter. I got through clean. Didn't get COVID, but then hit me earlier on in this year. Boy, it hit like a motherfucker. But guess what? I hit it like a motherfucker back. I ain't going down with no fight. I was pounding 10, 12 multivitamin pills. I was pounding apple cider. I was pounding Body Armor electrolyte drinks. Number one thing, let me tell you how to heal from COVID, okay? It hits hard, but if you hit it hard back, it'll get scared. COVID's a bitch, okay? And I ain't no bitch. I bitch the fuck out of COVID. Worst sickness I've ever had, but only lasted for 2 days. I went through hell and back in 2 days. Now, if that ain't saying something, I shouldn't say anything more. That's not even a statement. What the fuck does that mean, Lucas? But you get my point. If you want to learn how to beat COVID, talk to me. Now, some of you may be saying, is COVID even really around? I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, COVID doesn't exist at the moment. It doesn't exist for me. I have the immunity, but for any of you still concerned about it, I will tell you how to beat COVID, okay? Number one, COVID drains your fluids. Your body's working extra hard, trying to fight the virus, using much more. Think of water as gas, using much more gas. It's like your car is full RPMs, plus the AC's on, plus the windows are down, so you're getting bad mileage. All the water is going to be out of you. You're going to be pissing, pooping. It's all going to be out. So your number one job is to retain fluids. My recommendation is Body Armor, because let me tell you something. Drinking a flavored drink is a hell of a lot easier than pounding water, because water tastes like shit. Maybe it doesn't. I love water. I don't drink soda. I only drink water. I order water when I go to a restaurant. I'll go to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and order a nice glass of water on the rocks. But that shit don't taste good when you got to drink 10 bottles of it. So I'll drink 10 bottles of Body Armor. Get Body Armor Light, because regular Body Armor, they pump it full of sugar and oxytocins, if that's even a word, but they pump it full of shit you don't need to be putting in. Body Armor Light is just coconut water flavored with a little extra seasoning. Can't be too bad for you. So I would recommend at least 6 Body Armor bottles a day. Keep hydrated. If there's even a hint of thirst, you just pound a bottle. I recommend setting alarms, just pound a bottle. So if you're hydrated, you're not going to die. Most people die not from COVID, but from the dehydration, because their body is shriveling up. So now that we got that covered, let me tell you what you should make in the morning. Make a little electrolyte drink to go along with your Body Armor, because your Body Armor provides electrolytes, but you also need some natural electrolytes. You need to be getting it from different sources. So I recommend you make your own little electrolyte drink. Take a nice little cup of water. Let me see what we got here. I like to throw in, see this? Teaspoon of this. Pink Himalayan sea salt. You know, I'm not a doctor. You don't have to listen to me, but let me tell you why you should listen to me. Because I'll beat this shit in 2 days. So listen to me. Throwing a scoop of this. You feeling extra snazzy? 2 scoops. Why do I feel like someone's looking at me? Tiger Woods is looking at me. Fuck you. Throwing a bit of this. Get some apple cider vinegar. I don't think I have any of that. I drank it all, but Bragg's natural. You want the raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. You want all the goodness, all the shit in there with the speckles and all that. Mix that in. Pound it. Might be the worst thing you'll ever consume in your life, but it's good. What the apple cider vinegar does is it is an electrolyte. The salt provides the electrolytes. The apple cider vinegar ups the pH in your stomach, because your acidity will be going down, because you're not going to want to eat food. You're not hungry when you're sick with COVID. So your pH in your stomach's going to be off. That will raise it and allow you to absorb things. Because what you do You want to be able to absorb all the shit you're taking. No sense if you're just taking all these extra multivitamins and they're just going through you without even having a chance to be absorbed. Up in the pH in your stomach will allow the sides of it to kind of get all in there. You know what I mean? Next, I do recommend taking a multivitamin. Also, if you get your hands on this, great for doing COVID. You don't have to eat. Just take a scoop of this. This provides everything you need. It's a meal plan in one. My throat is hurting. Anything else I want to say? Take a lot of vitamin C pills, pounding 5-6 of those a day. Great for you. Take turmeric too. Turmeric's great. Do all that. Give it a fight, and you'll be fine. We shouldn't be scared of COVID no more, okay? It ain't nothing. It's something, but it can be nothing. It's cold. I got my beanie. That's also why I have a sweatshirt. It's freezing the fuck cold down here. I moved to Florida for one reason and one reason only. I despise the cold. And when I move someplace to get away from the cold and it turns cold down here, I'm an unhappy man. I'm already stressed out as fuck. Life already is weird as fuck. I'm stressed. It sucks. And then it's cold. I wake up this morning. I walk out of my normal Florida clothes. You know, light t-shirt, athletic with air holes, and athletic pants, shorts, whatever you want to call them. Look at me. Khakis. Who wears khakis in Florida? Damn. But I got to bundle up. It feels like Maryland. Speaking of, I am going back to Maryland. Anybody from Maryland eagerly awaiting my arrival? I.e., just a couple people. No one gives a fuck. I mean, I couldn't give a fuck either. I don't really like Maryland, but I'm excited to see my good fellas that are looking forward to see me. Couple good men, great men. You know who you are. You know who you are. I think about you. I know who the real ones are. I cannot get comfy. I like the lighting here. I'm trying to do a podcast, but I've come to the realization this just ain't happening. I'm gonna move over here. Actually, no. We're gonna do this. No, we're not. We're gonna do this. So let's talk politics. Well, I consider myself a political guy. No, I'm not the most educated, obviously. I'm just a 19-year-old college student voicing my opinions. Everybody got their own opinion. But I feel like mine is a little more common sense rationale than most other opinions. I like to consider myself a conservative, a Republican, whatever you want to call that. I don't like being divided into names. That's retarded, because there are some retarded Republicans, and I don't want to be associated with them. I would consider myself a radical centrist. No, I don't like that word. Who the fuck calls themselves a centrist? Only an indecisive bitch would be called a centrist. You can't decide. Oh, you vote either way? Nah, you definitely know what's right. We just recently had local elections around here. DeSantis, baby. Stoked about that one. I look retarded in this hat. Oh my gosh, no one's gonna take me seriously. But what's having happened? Yeah, DeSantis just won by landslide. I don't know who's going against him. Charlie Crist had no chance. Floridians ain't gonna vote for no fucking Democrat. Are you kidding me? It's a free country down here. Yeah, that's what I like about the United States. All the states should be like 50 different countries. You go to the one country, you go to the one, i.e. state, you go to the one state that fits you well, you know? If you want to be gay, if you want to smoke weed, want to go to gay bars, if you want to cut your hair short, if you want to dye it pink, if you want to be friendly, if you want to exterminate the eco-terrorists, not even a word. If you want to drive in Toyota Camrys or Subaru Outbacks and go tripping acid all day, you could move to Oregon. They love it there. And good for them. Will I ever go to Oregon? On vacation? Sure. Great place. I actually have a friend that lives up in Oregon. Her name's Beverly. Shout out Big Bev. I don't know why I called her Big. She's not big. I have some history with Big. But nice place. People a little strange, but you know, it's the United States. It's the free country. I ain't going to judge you how you live. These hippies, hey, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Go do you. Go riot in Portland and hold up flags for equality and do all that shit. I ain't going to stop you. Beautiful place. I actually watched the solar eclipse in Oregon before. I think it was Corvallis. And everybody thinks, oh, they saw the solar eclipse. No, I saw the solar eclipse because there's a thin strip where you get 100% solar eclipse. And it's only like a couple miles wide. And I was dead center in that strip where the solar eclipse went right over me. I took a picture of it with my shitty-ass iPhone 6 at the time. Looks like a blob in like 3 pixels. So not much of a memory there, but absolutely love Oregon. Pollen is terrible. I was hooping. This farmer dude's just going by on he's got this big ass like 18-wheeler like wheat churner machine. Dope as fuck, bro. And he's going, churning up all this smoke. Not smoke, just dust. It wasn't dust. It was pollen. And the wind, it all went over me. And I start getting itchy. I start getting usual pollen scent. My eyes start getting watery. And it keeps getting worse. And let me tell you, this pollen, this sheer amount of pollen that I ingested, who cares, almost hospitalized me. Listen, I'm a tough guy, but this pollen brought a man to his knees. It crippled me. I was curled up in a ball. Mommy, please help me. This pollen's terrible. Oh my gosh. I was drowning in eye drops, just trying to get some relief. So if you hate pollen, I don't suggest you go to Oregon in late summertime. Was it even late? I don't know. Beautiful place. But as I was saying, weird state. You do all that hippie shit up in Washington. In Florida, we do it our own way. It's like the hippies have their states. Why can't the rednecks have our states? We're not even rednecks. We're just Florida people. Like, we just do whatever the fuck you want. And like, that's the thing about it. They say liberty, freedom to do whatever you want. And have liberty is a great thing. It could also be bad. I.e., in some cases in Florida, it's such a free state. You start seeing crazy shit. Like, you're so free to do whatever. You think that's a great thing? It's all great and dandy. It is great. I'm not arguing it, but that gives idiots the freedom to be idiots. And I love it. You know, it's contained chaos here in Florida. And you can't try to change that because that's how we rock it. Let us be. Let us be in contained chaos. Don't try to change it. Okay, it's the United States for a reason. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. It's United States for a I hate when I stutter. For a reason. I almost punched this screen. Oh, man. But they're talking about DeSantis running for president. I want him to stay governor for a couple more years. You know what I mean? Do I think he will? No, I don't think so. I think that'd be a waste of two great candidates. You know what I mean? Also, Mr. Donald J. Trump just announced he's running. What do we think of that? Don't know. What do I think of that? I think he got hot take, not really hot take because it's the truth. I think Donald Trump got a really bad rap when he was president. Got some of the worst publicity. Got smeared, utterly smeared. When he actually did shit. Most of these presidents just sit in office and just twiddle their thumbs. Do. Speak at a press conference. Do. Do a speech that's already written. Do. Donald Trump at least did shit. Whether it's good or bad, that's up to debate. But he got shit done, okay? They say the most dangerous threat to this world is China. And I'll tell you one thing, Donald Trump wasn't having none of China's shenanigans. Put a tariff right on their ass. Love that. All these people saying it's racist to be building a wall. How? Tell me why. To keep people out of this country? You can come in. You just can't hop the fence and run in. Obviously, I'm speaking from privilege being born in this great nation. But there is a way in. Okay? It's not like we're just not letting you in. Just do it right. Lucky me, I was born here, so, maybe I'd be singing a different tune if I was a Mexican. But it's not like we're racist fucking. It's not like you should just let them in. Let them, every other country has border patrol, border laws too. Why is it bad when we keep people out of our country, but when every other nation in the world keeps people out of their country, it's not a problem? People always talk about America and Mexico. You can't do the same shit in Canada. You can't just come from United States and hop over to Canada. Are they fucking racist for keeping Americans out? I don't think so. Oh my goodness. My hairline receding? Could be. With all this stress, I wouldn't be surprised. What do I think about him running for president? I was saying he got a really bad rap. He did, and that's going to carry over. Because guess what? All the 2020 kids still have Donald Trump fresh in their mind. It's funny. The one good thing about 2020 is my vocabulary expanded exponentially. My vocab took such an uplift in 2020. It was amazing. I'd never heard the word bigot before until 2020. Now I know what bigot means. Would I ever use the word in casual conversation? No. Never. Who says bigot except for 2020 kids? I learned what transgender was. I learned what homophobic was. That's 3 new words. I learned what gender fluid means. I take that back. I still have no idea what that means. I am in sociology, so we are learning about gender is just a spectrum. So fuck it. But here's the way I look at things. Let me sit down for this. Sit down. All right. All this talk about, there's
16 different genders. 16, I just made a number. Let's talk about there's 50 different genders. Blah, 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 blah. You're racist. You're transphobic. You're homophobic. All that BS you hear. If China were to nuke us, let's just say theoretically, if China were to send a nuke, all of this bigotry and getting your feelings hurt would go away instantly. It would be a thing of the past. Because then we'd all learn how little we care about your feelings when shit hits the fan. How little your feelings actually matter. Because there's bigger things in life. It's like, I'm not saying we need a World War III, but we need something to just shock us as a culture, to just like bring us back to Earth. Because at some points, I'm like, what planet am I on? Like, in what world are we on? You can't voice your opinion. Let's 2 recent guys. I'm not saying what they said was right. I honestly don't look too much into it. I don't care if it's the most wrong thing in the world. You should be allowed to say it. It's like, oh yeah, in this country, you have freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of consequences. And people always harp on that. It's like, oh yeah, companies like Twitter could ban you because they're a private company. Okay, well, what happens when the whole world's privatized, bitch? I'm thinking of like, Kyrie Irving. Just, my kneecaps hurt. I can't stand like this. Kyrie Irving said something, posted a video in support of something about something to do with the Jew community. Jewish people, great people. Don't have a problem with them. I don't know why anybody would. But the world just lost their mind. Just blew a gasket. Like, just couldn't comprehend that a professional athlete would support such a cause. It's like, I don't care if it's the worst cause in the world. He should be able to do it and still keep his job and all of his sponsors. Everybody dropped him after that. It's like, you can't say what you think. I think we could go back just a little bit. And there was I follow video games very closely. Nerd, right? But there was a video game developer who, I think it was about a year ago, Texas passed an abortion law saying that you can't have an abortion after 6 weeks. That's the law. Whether you're in support of it or not, doesn't matter. That's the state law. It differs in all 50 states. Okay, so shut the fuck up. If you don't like it, move out of Texas. Anyways, this guy who's the head, he's the president of a game making company, of a game developer studio. I don't know his name, but I do remember he tweeted, I care about Twitter, but he tweeted a message. This guy was saying, his message was along the lines of like, oh, I just want to come out on the record and say, as a game developer, I am pro-life and I am in support of this bill that Texas just passed. I would like to come out as a pro-life game developer, and I'm very proud of Texas. That's what he said. He was voicing his support for the new law that was just passed. And what happened? He gets fired because the studio lost all of its like investors or whatever you want to call them, all of its support, all of the endorsements. They all dropped the studio, and he was fired. First off, how does the president of a company ever get fired? Like, who's higher than you to fire you? Don't know. But he got absolutely crucified. And it was like, what's wrong with voicing your opinion? Like, you can't say anything? You're mad because he was in support of life? And I get the argument these days is it's not that they're against life. The people against the pro-life argument, they're not against life. Their argument is that they don't want men controlling women's bodies. So the reason they're never going to come together is because they're arguing two different things. Pro-life people are arguing, oh, when is a fetus an actual baby? The pro-choice people are arguing women should have the choice to do whatever the fuck they want with their body. Both sides are very fucking true. And that's why we have the great 50 states. Move to whatever state fits you instead of complaining about it and ruining it for everybody else. But we live in a world where you got to be very careful what you say. Even this. Good Lord, hopefully my YouTube doesn't blow up because my future employer may look at this and not be happy. Who knows? I like to think in our future, people are a lot less sensitive about their feelings. You could voice your opinions. Last time I checked, me saying this doesn't hurt anybody. And I always laugh at people who get their feelings hurt on the internet, like cyberbullying. I remember that was like a big thing. Always perplexed me. Like, how does such a thing happen? Like, how does cyberbullying exist? I remember when I played Xbox, they started like cracking down on like people. Or there was like this big campaign because in party chat you could like talk to other people while playing Call of Duty, and like sometimes things would get out of hand and you'd say something, somebody would get their feelings hurt. Xbox was like cracking down on that, and like you can't like they were like, oh yeah, we don't want people to get hurt through chat on Xbox Live. And I always kept thinking to myself, like, how do you let yourself get your feelings hurt online? How do you let yourself get cyberbullied? Like, there are too many options to just sit here and get cyberbullied. There's too many options to just allow that to happen. There's a mute button. Oh, shit, Sherlock. Wow. I'm glad you found that one. You don't have to be in party chat. You don't have to listen to them. You just can't sit here and get your feelings hurt. Everybody's getting their feelings hurt, but not doing anything to help themselves. Like my mom used to always tell me, like, if you want something, go get it. Like, do something to help yourself. Like, don't just sit here and cry about it. Like, my mom was a tough woman. Raised I like to think she raised me well. Obviously, ain't nobody perfect. Where the fuck am I? I'm nobody right now. But did she raise a respectful young being? I like to think so. You know, I can voice my opinions here all you want, but if you see me in person, chances fucking are you'll think of me in a positive light. Not trying to brag, but that's what I kind of found out. Not found out, but that's kind of what I aspire to be. Not to be, but those. What am I trying to say? That's the type of energy I want to put out in life. It's just good energy. Not on some hippie shit, but I think it's just very important that treat people with respect until proven otherwise, or proven that it's not worth your time to treat them with respect. Because it doesn't hurt you to be nice. People may think I'm a creep, but like, I'll smile at the people walking towards me, walking to class. I'll give them a smile, say, hey, what's up? Not the most outgoing person, but shit, I'll talk and be friendly. Fucking, who cares? You know, I think, do I believe, I'm not an overly religious person. I don't even know why I said overly, because I'm really not at all. But I do believe in karma. You know, one thing's for sure, what goes around comes around, and that I'm certain about. And I'm just trying to put out as much goodness in this world so that one day the cycle will reach me. You know, that's selfish. I'm being good just to be selfish. But it's really not, because I don't expect anything in return. You know, you always see those druggy, homeless people at the side of the road. A lot of them in Florida. I give them money. They're just going to buy drugs. They're not going to help themselves. They're not going to go look for a job. They're going to be out there begging the next day. But you know what? I'm in a better position than them. Maybe 1 out of every 100 people I help, slide them $5. Maybe 1 out of every 100 of those people will actually appreciate that $5 I gave them and do something and invest it forward and put it towards something that will build their life. And you know what? having that one person be grateful and successful because of my $5 means more to me, and I care more about that than seeing the other 99 just shrivel and fail. It's like the saying, I remember a teacher of mine in middle school said this. I don't know if you want to call it an analogy, but she said this like story about how a man was once walking down a beach, and on this beach laid out was 1,000, more than 1,000, more than you could count starfish stranded on the beach. They're going to dry and shrivel up. They must have been washed up. Who knows why? But they're on the beach. And he bends down and he picks up one of the starfish and he throws it into the ocean. Save that starfish's life. Picks up another one, throws into the ocean. But there's more starfish on the beach than you can count. And another man walks down and talks to the man throwing the starfish into the ocean. And he tells him, "Why are you doing this?" The man responds, "Because I'm saving them." And the guy who walked up to him responds to that with, "There's no way you'll ever be able to save all of the starfish. There's too many. It's not possible. Why are you even trying?" And the man responds back. He picks up a starfish, shows it to the man, and tosses it into the ocean and says, "You know what? For that one starfish, I saved that one starfish's life." And that's all that matters to me. And I think that really hits home. You know, you're not going to fix all the problems, but just be happy you helped one person. I don't know why I'm getting all spiritual here, but man, life could get tough. It's all about how we get through it. You know, my friend Ethan isn't he's not really a motivational speaker per se. Smart kid. I wouldn't say he's the brightest of the bunch, but when you ask him, what keeps you going? What keeps you happy? He's like, if you're ever sad, you go to Ethan. He'll say something like, "We're all sad." I remember asking him, like, "Why does life suck, man?" He was like, "Well, life sucks for everybody. It's just how you get through it. You just got to find a way to cope. It ain't going to get better. We're just going to get stronger." You know, many people feel purposeless. Like, why are we... I got to sit down. Holy fuck. Many people feel like they lack purpose in life. Maybe that could be me some days. And a lot of times we try to find a purpose. We try to answer that. Don't know why my ass is vaping, but when you're going downhill, you go downhill fast. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Instead of trying to find a purpose, I think that's very it's very cliche, and it doesn't really work like that. You can't find one single thing that motivates you. You need to have a culmination of like little things that keep you going. When you wake up, just be happy you're here. For Ethan, he says the little things keep him going, man. The man may not know his own purpose yet, but I'll tell you what, he's damn happy. He's damn near happier than all of us, waking up, smoking his weed, watching football all day. Some people, it may not seem like much, but that's happy enough for him. And I respect that. I was like, "What are you grateful for?" He's like, "Weed." I'm dead serious. You got to respect a man that's figured his shit out like that. For me, it's a little bit more complicated because obviously I don't smoke weed. Did in the past. People always are like, "Lucas, you should try weed." And I'm like, I have tried it and I don't like it. I'm not no amateur. Some of my friends that know me,
No, I went hard on the paint. Like, it's not like, oh, I tried it once and didn't like it. No, I smoked more weed than many people out here have in their lives. Okay, I've done it. Don't like it. Smoked full 3 years of high school. All right, and honestly, maybe 5 years because I finally stopped in freshman year of college, which was last year. I started in freshman year, so that's 4. That's 5 years of smoking weed. I think I can make a decision on that. That is not for me. Yes, can it be beneficial? But that's all subjective. Subjective. Not beneficial to me. Yes, weed's beneficial for Ethan, but not for me. I'm not gonna sit here and say weed's bad because it's not for me. No, it's just an opinion thing. I think that's how everybody should think. If you don't like it, don't try to cancel it. I'm trying to make an analogy here, but just it's not for you. It's like I remember a while back, like a big problem was when this, or big like debacle was when this gay couple went into a wedding cake shop and the wedding cake shop refused to make this cake for the gay couple because it was against their beliefs. Hang on. I think I finally found the perfect spot. Anyways, about that the gay couple, I always refer back to this analogy or story saying that gay couple like went to court and like tried to sue this shop and was like, why are you doing that? Just go to a shop that will respect you. Let them crucify themselves. They don't want to serve gay people. That's their right. Don't try to shut them down. Like, if I went to a restaurant and they were like, oh, you're white, you can't eat here. I'm not going to sit there and cry about it. I'm going to go to another restaurant that will serve me and carry on with my day. It's like, let them ruin themselves, okay? I don't know why we have to make such a big deal out of things in this day and age. Ridiculous. Darius Garland's a dog. I'm watching him on SportsCenter right now. Dog. Love the kid. I don't even say he's a kid. He's older than me, but you get the point. Oof. Oof. My throat hurts. I've been yelling a little bit. I'm going to keep this mellow. I don't know why I'm yelling. I'm just you can hear me just fine. I know that. How's my battery doing? Bad. Yeah, we got to end it. Another update? I have to update this piece of shit computer every single day. It's ridiculous. Oh, man, we are so lazy. Us as just people nowadays. With like DoorDash and everything and Grubhub, you don't even have to get out of your seat to get food. Food gets delivered to you. How lazy are we as a species that you can't even get up off your ass and go get the food? Because back when we were cavemen, we had to work to get our food every day, 3 meals a day, depended on you getting your ass up and getting the meal. Now it's like, no wonder everybody's depressed these days. No wonder we have such a mental health problem. We fucking don't do anything. We sit on our ass, expect food to be delivered to us. We're on our phones all day. All this shit is not natural. Like, we evolved over a long period of time, and in just the course of 100 years, the way humans have lived has shifted so fast. Like, we're not evolved to adapt to this. We are the early adopters of what's going to happen. Like, I was telling Ethan, like, as a 2003 baby, we are the last of the Mohicans. In all seriousness, in all literalness, we are the last of the Mohicans. The last of a dying breed. Why I say that is because in our age, when we were kids, phones really weren't around. That kind of came in around like 2010. So that gives us about 7-8 years of normal life before all this technology really hit us. As kids, our fun was to go outside, ride bikes, go see your friends, go talk to them. You're bored? Go play a board game. Go outside. Go play with your dogs. Go play with your pets. Entertain yourself. And I think having those early years away from technology really helped us, make us not reliant on our technology like the generation after us. I think we're Gen Z. I don't know what comes after Z. Does it start over? Is it Gen A? Or is it Gen Z 2? Don't know, don't care. I'm not a nerd. But I think because we grew up not around technology and that the phones came into our lives a little later, we weren't dependent on them and our lives didn't rely on them. But you take a kid, I was born in 2003. You take a kid born in 2010, all that kid's ever known is phones. The kids, what is all this noise going on out here? Uh-oh. People are coming home. We'll see when they come in. What is happening? But yes, do I consider? Oh,
What the fuck?
what up?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm doing a podcast.
A podcast?
Oh, we have some guests here.
What's up? How long are you into it?
I'm about an hour deep.
Hour deep and you're still going.
Yeah. Hello, I'm
Hey.
Lucas.
I'm Sydney.
Nice to meet you.
I don't want to interrupt your podcast.
No, it's fine. Okay. I lost my train of thought, but as I was saying, because I was born in 2003, I wasn't reliant on like phones or anything until around like.
Okay.
You were born in 2003?
Mhm.
Me too.
So was I.
Yeah, I'm talking about how
What month?
November.
August.
Oh, you're young.
Yeah, right.
Barely.
Are you a freshman?
Barely.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Wait, I see.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is because
Yo.
What
Oh,
up?
you think
What
we know
up?
him?
What up? Trash Cash. You already know. We out here. What's good? What are we talking about?
we're talking about that the next generation after us is screwed because they don't
Facts.
know anything
Right.
outside of their
Am
phone.
I allowed to get in this podcast?
Yep.
Okay.
She's the next generation after us.
I'm literally
Rude.
born in the same year as you. What the fuck are you
but it's
talking
like a
about?
whole year afterwards.
Literally, me and Ethan are the
I'm
last
not
of the dying
screwed.
breeds.
I'm
you
not
don't even count.
screwed.
You're not even real.
I'm real. I'm not screwed.
You're fucked.
I'm fully
Let them
self-aware.
know. Let them know.
Well,
Hey, I don't want to fuck up your podcast, but I'm fully self-aware. My generation is fine. The one after ours is not fine.
yeah,
Okay.
things get shaky right around, right after,
right
us,
around here.
right around you,
Yeah.
Things get shaky right around here.
and
She's the questionable lady.
I honestly don't see a bright future for you guys because you're not going to be able to put the technology down because
Right.
that's all you've ever known.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm
My
saying.
ass, I played outside as a kid. I rode bikes.
Yeah.
I played on
I
a swing set.
climbed trees.
I did. I climbed trees. I fell down a
I
couple, but
played sports all day, every day. My mom limited me to like a second per video game per day.
right, not
Right.
that, but I remember having like an hour of screen time. I had to go to bed at like 9 o'clock. I had to shut
Yeah.
off the Wii. Like,
I was
what the
just
fuck
thinking
was
like
that?
4:30 p.m. every day. I had to be in bed. On God.
Sounds like you had a strict mom.
Yeah, right, my mom was so.
Wait, where were you?
I was
Wait,
in.
is Nick that kid?
I was in Tampa.
Is Nick that kid? The redhead?
Nah, Nick has like my color hair.
Is he the kid that used to live downstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because the name didn't ring a bell until it rung a bell now.
All
You know
right.
what I mean?
Honestly, like, fuck freshmen. Anyone who's a fresh. What are your? Oh.
I'm a freshman.
What?
Yeah.
Nah.
I already told you that.
I know.
Facts, yo. Freshmen are whack.
Fuck freshmen.
I'm cool as fuck. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool as fuck.
You're a weirdo.
No, I'm cool.
Mm.
Hmm.
Yo, chat, let me know. Is she cool?
What do we think? Set up a
Chat,
poll.
let me know.
I am
put,
cool.
Put up a poll in chat.
I am
All
cool.
right.
Put
I'm
up a
cool
poll.
as fuck. I made these fucking earrings that I'm
She
wearing.
didn't make them. That is.
I made them
that
with a
is pretty
saw
cool.
blade. I cut them out with a saw blade.
Nah,
I'm cool.
that is pretty cool.
Who's in the chat? Is there anyone in the chat?
Not at the moment, but it's been going on for a while. It was popping off earlier.
It was popping off earlier. All right.
Yeah.
What? Something funny?
No.
What?
Is there any water?
You could always rely on SportsCenter being you. I started this podcast and SportsCenter was still on, and it's still on. Like, I could just turn this into a sports podcast and talk about that all I want. Virginia beat Baylor. Oh, that was tough. Keontae George from Baylor might be one of the toughest hoopers I've ever seen. That kid gives it his all. And hey, that's my last water bottle. No, seriously, like that. I need a water bottle to sleep tonight. No, I need a water bottle. All right.
This. Hey.
No. I would rather die than drink tap water if that's what you're about to do.
No, it's filtered. It's fine. Sorry about that. Someone tried to rob my water bottle. Anyways, okay. Oh, they're showing the Duke game. I'm gonna give some commentary on this. Kyle Flip just hit a 3. Great to see him. You know who also went off? Tyrese Proctor. I've been waiting for that kid to go off all year, and that's what I need. Tyrese he's that foreign guy. He's from Australia, and you need that.
Yeah.
You need a guy that's going to give a spark like that. He's played against professional guys. The reason why Luka Doncic was so good. Bro, I can't talk with other people talking. Qatar bans alcohol at World Cup. What do I think of that? It's fucking Qatar. If you go to Qatar, you got to expect a dictatorship. You can't cry when no one serves you alcohol in fucking Qatar. I mean, that's the same people that flew a plane into the World Trade Center. You think they give a shit about you enjoying yourself and drinking beer? Following discussions between host country authorities and FIFA, a decision has been made to focus the sale of alcoholic beverages on the FIFA Fan Festival.
Easily.
27 days straight of football? Don't care. Anyways, who would go to Qatar? I remember back in 2009 when they were voting on where the World Cup would be, and they voted Qatar. I was like, Qatar is the size of my thumb on the map. Like, what even is – that's like the shittiest country ever. Much rather be in like Dubai. But, Dubai is all superficial. They say it looks nice. It does look very nice. The Burj Khalifa, tallest building in the world, spitting some facts on you. But it's all superficial. All of it is it's an oil country run by dictators. They don't actually have rules or democracy. You can't expect everything to be good. I would never move to Dubai. You see all these influencers going to Dubai, but you can't do anything there. You got to watch what you're going to say, or you get arrested for some dumb shit. Like, I like to think I'm pretty well versed in the travel market because there's universal language. If you ever, all these people talk about like Rosetta Stone and Babbel and trying to learn the language of the country you're going to. I don't buy into that shit. You don't need to learn the language of a foreign country you're going to. Just smile. Like, people will respond if you just smile to them. Just be nice. You don't have to speak to them. My dream is to go to India. Guess who ain't learning Indian? This guy. I don't have time to learn Indian, okay? But do I want to go to India? Yes. India is like the dopest country in the world. Am I going to get food poisoning there? Probably. But you know what? I beat that shit. Just like I beat COVID, I'll beat the food poisoning. Wow. I'm not like, wow. Here's one thing I've noticed. It's tough being a white guy out here in the sports broadcasting business. I'm looking at the TV here, and there's nothing against it, but like, I haven't seen a white guy for like a long time. You know what else is the problem? Have you noticed the ads? There's no white people anymore in the ads.
Like, if you're a white actor trying to get into the advertisements, you're shit out of luck. Like, shit out of luck. Like, no one's hiring you. It's not based. Listen, I'm all for black people getting jobs and everything, but like, fucking the last white person I saw was on Meow Mix. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm looking at a screen right now, and there's a bench of like, what is this? Guys, are you seeing this? It's a twerking contest on TV. What planet am I on? What world do we live in, people? Can someone answer that, please? Cardinal divas. No one gives a shit about your divas. Give me Scott Van Pelt. You know what I love about him? He's not about to sit back and get ruined by cancel culture and none of that dumb shit. He's gonna he's gonna speak his mind. And I love that. And in 2022, I love a motherfucker that can speak their mind. You know, of course I can speak my mind, but like, who cares? Like, I don't have an employer that I'm trying to impress. You know what I mean? Oh shit. Why is my name Social Butterfly? I should probably change that, but
Yeah, you should probably change it.
huh?
You should probably change it. Whatever it is. My charger on her.
Yeah, somewhere. I saw it the other day. Oh, it's back there.
The other day.
Coming from Chicago, I was born and raised around the black community, and getting here it's always been a
See, this is what Sports Center has come to.
So it was just creating a space for us, by us, to uplift us. I want the Cardinal Divas.
Shout out my boy Ethan.
Spirit team that is
He's gonna have a good night.
athletics at USC.
I support it. You know what's funny? My night ain't gonna be as good because
Well, we do have a sophomore here.
shit.
So,
How is it 2:00 already? Someone's blowing up my phone. I listen. People probably think I'm dead. Do you know what it feels like? I'm not a bitch, but like, yes, I could be a bitch. Do you know what it feels like to be left on red? Not on red, on delivered for hours? Bad. But guess who? You know, I could say I don't care. Like, I care because I'm a caring person, but like, I don't know if I really want to get into that because that's my real personal business, but I'm single AF right now. Like, capital A, capital F. That's gay as fuck. Why did I just abbreviate it? I'm single as fuck. I'm allowed to curse. This is my own podcast. And I remember back when I was in a relationship last year, I was so thankful not to like be in it. Yes, I was thankful for her, great girl, but like, I was thankful to like not be in the market because the dating game these days is tough. You know, take it from me, my ugly ass. Of course, it's going to be tough when you look like me, but like, I like to think I'm above average. Like, I stay fit enough. Of course, the camera goes black when I'm trying to show my body, but like, I don't know if I say I have a build, but I'm lean. I'm not shredded, but I'm toned. I'm throwing out all these big words here. Don't really care about it, but like, oh, my throat's hurting, guys. Sorry. What was I saying? I'm getting sidetracked. I have ADHD. But you know, you'd like to think that, you know, it's funny. Everybody's, you know, okay, hang on. I'm completely losing my train of thought here. Oh, yeah. Everybody's looking for answers on like what to do. Like how to up your dating game, like how to be good. I don't buy into that because there's all these books you could read about how to do better with girls or whatever, or how to like up your marketplace value is some of the big words they use. You can watch videos on YouTube channels dedicated to you getting a girl, and it's like, bro, I ain't gonna waste my time with that, because the reason I know it doesn't work is because there's 50 other channels just like that. There's 100 other books just like that. If it really worked, there'd only be one book, because that book would work. No, there's 50 books because each fucking book doesn't work. So, I'd like to think I'm pretty experienced. I've gone on more dates than I care to really put a number out there. And it's like, it's funny. You can say I got hoes, slang term. Yeah, I do, but like, does that make me happy? No, not at all. I want to like settle down with someone, you know what I mean? My life goal is back to on my purpose. When you're feeling like purposeless like me, yes, I have a purpose. I want to become a pilot. Damn sure ain't nothing getting in my way. Okay, that's my purpose in life, but like deep down, that's a superficial purpose. That's a purpose made to fit into this world. I'm a conformist, is what you say. But my actual purpose in life is to have kids and set them up to the best of my abilities. If I don't do anything in this world, God help me, at least make sure my kids are set. You know what I mean? At least make sure my next generation does better than me. And it's weird, like, it's like I'm an only child, and my other side of my family, my cousin or my aunt and uncle my aunt and uncle had my cousin, and he's an only child. Me and him, shout out my boy Tyler, T-Cuz. I don't call him that. That was stupid. But anyway, Tyler, my cousin, me and him are like, where'd my lighting go? Lighting, please. Thank you. Me and him are like, the family's riding on us. I sometimes think like, if something happens to me or him, then like generations and generations of work would go away if something were to happen to me. God help, nothing happens to any of us. I'm hoping we all do fine. But like, a lot's riding on us being an only child. We got to carry our family's legacy. As cliche and as this sounds like straight out of a movie, but like, it's my job to carry my family's legacy, because only me carries this name. When I'm gone, let's say my parents are gone, and then I'm gone, LaBarbera ain't going to live on. I'll put it out there. My last name's LaBarbera. I could try to stay anonymous enough, but my last I'm Lucas Vincent LaBarbera. Look it up in the obituary. What the fuck did I just say? Look it up in Yellow Pages or wherever the fuck the names are. Look it up in the birth records. Lucas Vincent LaBarbera. If I'm not here to pass on that name, no one is. My grandpa, I never really got to know him, but I know I was a proud motherfucker. I know he was a badass. Worked on a ship, worked in the Navy, served his country. Damn it, when you come over from Italy and you love your country enough to serve in the Army or the Navy, just the forces, that means a lot. And like, I'm proud of where I came from. And part of that puts a lot of pressure on me because my dad's a very successful guy, and part of me just feels like I need to do better than them. Otherwise, I'm not doing good. And, that's a lot of social pressure. I don't really try to buy into that, but like, you can't help but feel like a little bit of a bum when you're like, obviously I'm trying to rush, and no way I'm going to be on my dad's level at the age 19 than he is at 60. But like, I need to do great things. And I want my kids to do even better things for me. Because that's the way a family should go. A family should go progressively up. I want to build wealth for my kids. Money isn't everything, but it damn sure helps. Like, I think too much money can be bad, but I think the perfect amount of money is where you have enough to not stress about money. Where you could pay your bills and it's not like, oh, we need to get this bill paid. How am I going to pay it? When you just have enough where you can pay them and know that you'll still have enough to feed your family after.
to where that stress of just not having money goes away. Speaking first world problems, man, but like you can't downplay anybody's problems because they are your problems. Obviously some kid in Syria, some kid in Bangladesh, use it for example, all the soccer jerseys always made in Bangladesh. Some kid wakes up every single morning, works probably 16-hour days, and he's just sewing these little shirts. He works in a sweatshop. He would pay anything to be in my life right now. But you know what? We could always do better. There's people I would pay anything to be in their life right now. It is how it is. I'm looking mad ugly in this lighting, man. I go from like a solid 8 to like a 4 in these podcasts. Like, it's ridiculous. Yo, I am tired. It's chilly, man. I think I've said that before, but it's chilly. Domino's is good. I honestly do feel like Domino's is probably some of the best fast pizza. Like Papa John's and Pizza Hut, I don't like any of that. Ugh, disgusting. But Domino's, it's not good pizza, but like there's something about Domino's when you're drunk with your friends and you order a Domino's and the delivery driver comes and drops it off. You bite into that sweet, succulent, butter-drenched crust, oily, nasty, salty pizza from Domino's. It's just so satisfying to the senses. It arouses me. That's what Domino's gets you. Late night drunk Domino's is pretty damn good. You do these pizza reviews, Dave Portnoy, all you want. I'll put Domino's up against anybody. You know what I was thinking about that we don't have down here in Florida, but is like a Maryland staple? Is Lito's Pizza. Like, anybody know what Lito's is? It's the square pizza, and it's like thin. You could eat like 1,000 of them because it like goes down like paper. Like weird as fuck. Like I wouldn't even call that pizza, but like oh gosh. Ugh. Y'all just hear that moan I let out? Like that's the sound of a stressed human being. Relationships are hard, man. When you put your all out there for a girl and she don't appreciate you, I'm not trying to get in many feels. I'm not trying to be that sad guy, but like, it's kind of humbling. Not humbling, but it's kind of like, damn. Kind of makes you rethink yourself. It's like, am I really worth that? I'm a pretty prideful guy. I think I am worth all that. Like, but it feels bad. And, lately, it's just funny how the universe works because I'm not saying this in a bragging way, but I do have quite a few women around me at the moment. But the minute I actually want one of them, they all want me. But the minute I want one of them, the minute I decide, oh yeah, you're the one, it never works out. That's when it goes to shit. So like, tough life. Just how the universe works. As soon as the ones you want to work out won't work out. That's just how relationships go. They say, oh yeah, wait for the one that's for you. Like, nah, man, I'm trying to put affirmative, not affirmative action. I'm trying to force the action. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get shit going, Like, I ain't just going to sit back and wait for someone to come up to me, I ain't that type of person. I make shit happen. Whether that's forcing it, I know that's not the way to do it, but damn. Like, people say, like, I'm trying too hard. That could be true.
Is there such thing as over dating? Maybe. Maybe I scared this girl away. Maybe. We'll never know. But it's a fine line because the gentleman in me that's been raised by my mom always says, oh yeah, treat the girl well. Make sure you take her out on dates. My dad always said, hey, treat the woman well. Fuck her right or someone else will fuck her for you. Because you know what? The minute you don't want to fuck your girl, there's some guy waiting to take that ass. There's always someone that will. So make sure you're the one. So I want to be like courteous, like my parents have taught me and raised me, and like really, like to think like chivalry isn't dead. Like go out and actually date this girl and really impress her and like show her that she means a lot to you. Show her that you're putting in effort. And I did put in effort. But then, you watch these videos on YouTube where they're like the opposite. They're like, you shouldn't try because that shows neediness. And then I'm caught in a little kind of tweener zone because it's like, I want to try and I want to show intent. I want to show like, yes, I want to make you mine. I like you. I want to show that. But then there's a fine line between doing too much and not doing enough, because if the opposite of that is not showing her that you like her and like not doing anything, not pursuing, where's that going to get you? Nowhere, because she doesn't know you like her. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like you got to do too much without doing too much. Let me tell you something. That's something I do not have mastered as shown. With my anecdotal evidence, I don't know. It's crazy. Everybody, you know what? It's her loss, but it's like as a guy, you could say her loss. It is her loss, but like that, but that doesn't like mean you don't feel anything. You still be sad it doesn't work out. We'll see how it goes. I'm not trying to make this podcast about like my personal life because like, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I really have no idea if I should even be saying this, but who cares? It's like weird. When you get attached too quickly, i.e. me, there's like, I went on a date the other night and like, what?
You've been on for over 2 hours.
Okay, I have nothing else to do tonight.
What time is it?
2.
It's 2 in the morning. You go to bed.
I will. I'll wrap this thing up, but I have some stuff to get off my chest.
No, I'm not leaving. So.
Where does this go? Like
Where? On
no
YouTube?
one- Oh, okay. So like, if no one sees it right now, like this is documented on YouTube.
Oh yeah, it comes up as a video.
No, it'll
Yeah, we get views.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me see where I was. Anyway, so I went on this date with this girl, and like, it's weird because I didn't feel anything with her because obviously she's a great girl, but because I'm still attached to this other girl, it's like I can't have feelings for multiple people at once. So I don't know what to do. Like she's like texting me all bubbly, and it's like I don't have the emotional capacity to be like loving on you at the same time. And people are like, oh yeah, that's cheating. Well, no, I'm not in a relationship right now. So kind of a tough predicament here. I'll keep you guys updated on how that all pans out, but she's mad tall though. Like a lot of these guys out here say they like petite girls and small girls. Like, nah, I'm into the tall girls. Like, I don't want to bend over when I'm kissing you. Like, are you kidding me? Give me like a 6-foot bitch.
I took your
Near my seat.
I took your fucking chair.
You want to smoke?
Mm.
No.
Hopefully she doesn't watch this podcast, but you never know. I'm putting it out on Snapchat like that. Get a whole.
fucking talking to, bro?
I'm a little uncomfortable in being videoed right now.
No.
What? No, the camera's not on you. It's too dark to see anything. I promise you, the feds don't watch this. Okay, you're
I'm
fine.
not worried about the feds.
Okay, they're smoking tea. It's not marijuana back here. It's fine.
Hmm?
You take a chop?
What does that mean?
Chop lesson.
She knows.
This guy will tell you.
Back up. This is
Am I gonna puke? Is this like
no, this isn't for you. This is for me.
Okay.
But if you never
Giannis
taken
just
a chop
kicked
before-
over the ladder.
Hmm?
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Mm,
Oh, I just deleted the text.
definitely not.
Damn.
yeah, I won't give you your first one.
Do I don't know if I want that.
Ouch.
The couch is all the way back there.
Alright.
What did I? You know what was cool tonight? They had s'mores night, so that was pretty fun. Got to bundle up.
At the boardwalk?
What? Oh yeah.
S'mores night at the boardwalk?
S'mores night,
That's
yeah.
pretty cool.
You know, sometimes sometimes you just gotta find the little things in life that make you happy. Like weed. Weed makes Ethan happy.
Alright. No, say that.
S'mores makes me happy.
Now, what really makes you happy, Lucas? Please enlighten us. What really makes you happy?
Women.
Women. But like, in what aspect?
Wait, what are you hinting at?
You know what I'm hinting at.
What aspect? I mean,
Yes. What do you enjoy from women?
sex.
Is that really what you enjoy?
No, my favorite thing from women is to be appreciated and like when she cuddles you at night and says
No,
she loves
not
you.
even that. Come on.
What?
Out of everything that you could possibly be accepted as, what would you like? What is your most accepted group? You think?
I fit in better. Oh, what do you think? I fit in more with girls.
No. I'm saying, what would you like for you?
For me,
Yeah.
my dream woman.
No, like your dream scenario, like your dream, like living situation, your dream like future. Who would you want to be around for most of your life?
I want a girl that's gonna be there for me at all times.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I want someone I can trust.
Okay.
I want someone who appreciates me for who I am.
Yup. As we all.
I want like a low key girl. I want like a flashy Instagram girl. You know what I mean?
Okay.
What
are her interests?
Honestly, me. Like,
Yeah, you want her only interested in you?
no, I'm saying like I like girls that like me. Simple.
So like, if she has free time, you want it to be with you.
Well, I mean, yeah, like that's what we're there for.
Okay, yeah, no, I feel you.
I like.
Yep.
I like hanging out with. I'd prefer to hang out with my girl, you know, more than football Sunday per se. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd want to bake.
No, same. Me too.
I'd want to bake cookies with her on Sunday instead.
Oh yeah,
you know,
nah.
like
100%. I'm being real. Look, we're on the same page.
yes, sir.
That's what I was trying to get at. I promise. What?
No,
There's no way.
everybody on here is always asking me what's my type. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have a type. Like, yeah, I like redheads. They can be beautiful. But for me, pretty's pretty. Like, Like I listen. If you're pretty, I don't care. Obviously, I don't really like blondes because like that's just weird. But like, I'm more of a brunette or a redhead guy. But like, oh, are you blonde?
Red.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I like it right now.
I didn't. There's no intentions behind that. Don't worry.
Don't worry. Don't worry. In case you were worried.
I'm not worried.
Today I did write I wrote my outline for this philosophy paper.
What?
And it really-
we have a philosophy paper?
You're not in philosophy.
I'm in sociology.
Yeah. I saw him on the news. I literally saw Professor Harrison like on like the local Wink News. He was like on some case study or something. I was like, shout out Harrison.
Jonathan?
Mr. Jonathan, yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he's like a real like person. They were like
He's a real person.
Professor Jonathan from FGCU is working on solving this mystery. It's like I didn't know people actually did that.
What mystery?
Some like black kid got like murdered or something. Like it was pretty bad. Or kidnapped, and he's like trying to figure out like who did it. You know what I always find interesting?
Lucas, you're not real.
People always tell me this
You're not
like
a real person. You're actually not real.
okay. Well I can feel myself. I'm pretty real as this gonna get.
You're fake. You're not a real person.
People always say that like FGCU doesn't have like a lot of diversity, but like have you ever been to the rec center? Like maybe you see a lot of white people walking around campus just in general, but at the basketball courts at the gym, let me tell you, the most diverse, like me as a white guy, I am the minority at the gym. Like, so I don't want to hear anything about FGCU not having enough diversity or inclusion because they're there. They're just not. You just gotta look. You gotta look closely. Put it on a magnifying glass. Baylor, Virginia. We already talked about that game. I do got to get back to the basketball courts. Got to get back to my roots. I'm a grassroots type of guy. Okay, my ADHD is getting me off topic here, but on my philosophy paper, I was researching John Duns Scotus, and let me see here.
22.
Oh my goodness, I can't go off the tab without it. The live stream fucking up. But basically, in my opinion, he's one of the top 3 greatest high medieval ages philosophers of all time. Because who?
Durkheim?
Scotus.
Of course.
Oh, SCOTUS.
SCOTUS.
Of course. I should have known.
Oh, you were listening.
Yeah,
Fucking SCOTUS, you fucking idiot.
Fun fact, he got the name Scotus because it means
yeah.
a Scottish man, and he was born in Scotland. So that's not his birth certificate name. His name is John Duns, and he was born in the city of Duns, and that follows the medieval tradition of naming your son from the city he was born in, town or village.
Wait, who? Conan who? Conan up. Okay.
Oh, I'm hungry. I might have to make myself some rice. It's my last rice packet, and then I won't have anything for breakfast tomorrow. Struggle meals. It's tough out here as a college student. You know, I make all this money and then I spend it all on dates. Like, you know what really ruffles my feathers is I went shopping today and I bought macaroons. And there's 6 of them, and I planned on eating all 6 of them, but they're too filling. I could only eat 2. And this girl,
Oh,
we're not going to say her name, was supposed to eat the macaroons with me, but
from who?
huh?
Yeah, but who was it?
Anyways, never ate those macaroons with me, but I will enjoy them myself because macaroons taste better with people who appreciate you. And I appreciate myself more than anybody. They say the only person that got you is you. I got me like no one got me. What else is going on? I went to the study abroad meeting because I do want to study abroad. I'm looking at studying abroad at the program in the business school in Torino, Italy.
I will be on that.
And they may ask why are you studying business,
Yeah,
Lucas?
I'm on that. Yep. Got you, brother. Yep.
Are you talking to me?
No. Yeah, no, I got you, bro. Don't worry about it. Yes, sir. Got you. Love you, bro. What?
What?
Something funny?
Anyways, they say study and live in Torino, an exciting cosmopolitan setting where you'll never be at a loss of things to do.
You know about this?
An excellent location to study and
Yes.
practice Italian and experience
All the
Italy's
Torino.
rich culture away from the crowded tourist areas. That's what I want. I don't want to be a tourist when I travel. I don't want to go to the cliche spots in Italy. I want to go to Rome. I don't want to go to Naples. I don't want to see the freaking cathedral
Naples.
or some shit.
Naples.
I could just go to Naples. Naples is 30 minutes away from me. I don't need to go to Italy. But Torino, that's kind of out there. People may not know. I'm from Santa Polinare, which is a small town
What?
nestled in the middle of Italy.
What? You're just making shit up. Stop.
No, that's not where I was born. That's where my grandpa was born.
Bro, I've heard you're from 40 different places by now.
Okay. No, my story is I'm from Duke University in North Carolina, but I've resided in Maryland my whole life, so I'm pretty much from Maryland. But right now I live in Florida, so I consider myself a Floridian. But my uncle is from the Bay Area, so I can be a Warriors fan.
Honestly, I thought
But I'm very Italian too, so. But Italy's my root. Shout out Grandpa Frankie. Got to carry on the name. We were talking about that earlier. I'm the only child. I got to carry on the name LaBarbara. It is up to me. Get rid of Roger Bacon. Thinking about the theory of subjectivity recently.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh. You know what I haven't had in a while? I haven't had IHOP for a while. I could use a good triple. Oh, good night, bro. I could use a good triple stack from IHOP. Okay, finally I could actually focus because there's not a peanut gallery behind me. I don't really know if there's an IHOP down here in Florida, but if there is, there is. It's a trek. It's a trek up to Fort Myers. I don't really have to go to Fort Myers. It's like a 30-minute drive. But those not even pancakes. Like they're known for their pancakes, but I love their just breakfast foods. Like the omelets. There's like a Southwestern omelet that's like mad spicy for no reason. And I love that shit, man. I don't do like weed or anything, so I don't get high, but like what gets me high is eating spicy food. And there's actually theory behind that. When you eat spicy food, your brain, to combat the spicy food, releases endorphins. And that feels good. It's Hey, it just came up. It came up in the conversation. Hey, shut the fuck up. Dude, I can talk about whatever I want. It's a free country.
Yeah, just don't act like your fucking fans want to know.
They do.
There's no fans. There's no fans that want to know.
Hater. Listen, man, the only person that got you was me. But as I was saying, the spicy poblano Southwestern omelet from IHOP provides a nice feeling. Like it's just spicy enough that it's like, damn, it's like I don't want to eat anymore. So you kind of have to use your mental resilience. Mental resilience is a thing that we all could work on. I train my mental resilience by doing two things. Number one, eating spicy food when I don't want to eat spicy food. Got to power through it. Number two, taking cold showers. And listen, I know I slack sometimes. I don't take cold showers every day. My friend Tommy used to do this. I don't do it every day. But like when I'm feeling up to it, or like sometimes when I'm having a bad day, I'll just throw on ice cold shower water and like it feels like cocaine. Like you get a rush from taking a cold shower where you're just jolted. And you know, a lot of people say they need coffee to wake up. Coffee, my ass. All right. First off, coffee is a drug. I don't need to be addicted to another drug. Okay. Half of America is addicted to drugs and they don't even know it. Addicted to caffeine. These motherfuckers need coffee to function. I will be right back. I need to plug this computer in. Give me 1 second, fellas. Actually, give me another 1 second because I need to use the bathroom. I'm going to plug you guys in. Be right back. Potty break. You know, my bladder's not as strong as it used to be. Get this joint charging. All right, intermission. I'll be right back. Hello again. Oh no, does my cord not reach? Damn. Hang on, I gotta untangle this cord. I'm wearing khaki pants. Joints are mad uncomfortable. I feel like I'm back in high school. I used to wear khaki pants because like I thought that was like the hip thing to do, but now it's like I don't care what I dress like. It's fucking uncomfortable wearing khakis. You know what I mean? Shit provides no movement, no freedom of. I can just plug this in over here. Hang on. No, just very restrictive. Feel me? Plug it into the power strip, baby. Let's do a macaroon review. Les macarons, French patisseries. They call it pastries, but I call it patisserie. I think it's a different thing, but I've been watching the Great British Baking Show, and they say that a lot. Don't know if patisserie is the same thing as pastry. If anyone can enlighten me, please let me know. A little gift wrapped it a little bit.
I will do a review on here. I already devoured the the rose one. Here we're going to do black currant. Do I know what a black currant is? Hell no. I've had like a currant sauce before, but I don't remember what it tastes like. Let me give it a smell. Oh. Smells just like a macaroon, so apparently these are good. Here we go. Interesting. Problem with macaroons is a lot of times it can be overpoweringly sweet. This black currant, the currant isn't a very sweet thing, so I assume they didn't add any extra sugar, and it's like very earthy and vibrant. You know, earthy is normally used as a bad thing, but I think it's good. It's like a palate cleanser. It's like from all these cookie dough ass sweet conglomerations of macaroons. This is a great relief. Let me take another bite. I approve. So Lucas approves. Anyone knows who that's from? Let me know. Next up, another blue one, same color, but this is bubble gum. Gosh. Hopefully it doesn't taste like toothpaste. Nope, I gotta cleanse the palate here with some water. Wow. It's not good, but like it. I said wow because it tastes just like Hubba Bubba, like bubble gum, literally. Kind of toothpaste-ish. What I was scared of. Tastes like when you have the children's dentist and they ask you what flavor of toothpaste they want to like rub all over your teeth. And as a kid, you'd always pick bubble gum because every kid loves bubble gum. I took way too big of a bite. I'm supposed to be taste testing these, not eating them. All right, these other three, I don't know the flavors. I'll have to tell you what I think the flavor is. I believe this is tiramisu. But this is because this girl I was hanging with picked these out, so I don't remember. She picked some girly-ass flavors. Who the fuck would pick tiramisu? But let me see if she picked a good one. Here we go. Also, I would rate black currant above bubblegum. Interesting. You know what this tastes like? Tastes like a cannoli, but just not as good. Like a real shitty Italian cannoli. Like one you'd find at one of those American Italian restaurants. I hope you can't hear me chewing because that was weird. Not me smacking my lips going. Mwah, mwah, mwah. All right, that one's probably the worst. One of these is coconut, and oh gosh, I think this is pumpkin or something. Let me try it.
The holidays were very busy, but after saving big with Black Friday announcement, yet he became social.
Am I stupid? But why can't I tell what flavor this is? They're all the same color, so I don't know. It's yellow with speckles. No, I know this flavor. It's Nutella flavored. Who the F wants to eat Nutella? Certainly not me. Eh. This one I know is coconut. I know for a fact I'm going to hate this because I hate coconut. Is it supposed to be? I feel bad eating this, but like I paid for them. And you missed, you know who you are. You missed your chance to eat these with me, so I will indulge.
Where shorter days and longer shadows mean a precious countdown has begun. So chase the sun and seize the season, because when the days are at their
You know, I can't really shit on this because this is probably good if you like coconut, but I hate coconut. And this tastes a lot like coconut. They nailed the flavor there. Good job, guys, but I hate it. Putting this down. Now, while I decide what I want to finish. Bubblegum for sure. Not that good. I forgot. I didn't like this one. Oh, man.
because without privacy in your vacation home, the whole world isn't really a vacation.
Oh, that one got worse as I was eating it. Black currant. This one's the only one I know. Black currant is the only one that got a Lucas approves. Let's finish the black currant. It's like squishy inside. It's got jelly. Most of the insides of these are like creams. This is like jelly. Woo! Fires my senses up. Oh my god. This is getting better as I'm eating it. It tastes like currant jam, like blackberry jam. I could eat 1,000 of those. Oh my gosh. Double thumbs up. This $14 box of trash was worth it because of that one macaroon. The rest I don't like. If I had to eat one more, I'd probably finish the Nutella one. And I'll finish the Nutella one. Simply because little kin of me, fine, I'll eat Nutella. What the fuck, man? Yeah. 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 Holy cow, how is SportsCenter still on? Sorry, I was checking my phone. Bad podcast etiquette. Sorry, but let me see if you guys see this picture. You like this new style? Dressing up like a British dude. Oh my gosh. Scroll. Whoops, wrong way. So cool. What is this? Almost bought that, but held off the trigger like a smart man should. Wow. Man. Yeah. Life is tough. It's funny. Things that make you happy. I just indulged in some macaroons, which was supposed to be shared, but as I said before, I'll share it with myself because I'm the only person that deserves it. Macaroons taste best with people that appreciate you. And that's me. I appreciate me. You know, I was thinking the other day how most people, they have their brothers and sisters to rely on. Like, they all look out for each other. I don't have that being an only child. Do I think my life's different because of it? Yes, obviously, yes. Would I want it any other way? No.
But I do wonder if I would have benefited from having some siblings. It's like no one really knows me. You don't have that connection with anybody like that. Sorry, I'm just watching Joel Embiid go to work here on the TV. Who? Who is knocking? I will be right back. Hey. Well, bro.
Where's everybody? Where's Ethan? Ethan's in bed with this girl he brought back, so I don't know if you want to go in there.
So you swear.
Swear on my life.
The chick?
Yes, I don't know if you want to interrupt time, you know what I mean?
Alright, I'll be back. Alright.
Just a visitor coming in. Yo, Ben. You want to hop on this podcast?
Yeah, I'm running a podcast right now. Alright, Ben.
Looks like we have a sudden, unexpected guest. You know, who would have known that at 3 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, do you want some macaroons? You know what a macaroon is?
No.
It's a French cookie. Try this joint.
Maybe some more.
Oh, this is mine. Sorry. Yeah, them joints are not good for cottonmouth. I'll tell you that,
I'm loose. I need some water.
bro.
What's wrong with you?
No way, this thing's so long.
Drink it.
Drink my boy. All right. We'll take that as he did not like the macaroons, much like me. I did not like the tiramisu one, which is the one I gave him. Your water's right there. In the cup. What did you do tonight? Bar. Oh, as you see, a very enthusiastic guest.
I went to a bonfire tonight. And I drank a bunch of beers.
Oh, snap. That sounds fun, actually.
And now I'm here.
That sounds fun. Bonfires remind me of up north, bro.
Yeah, it's a little chilly out.
Facts, yo. Bundle up. Let me check my phone for some news I can talk about here. What's going on in the world?
Bro. Where's the blood? All the blood's gone.
You are asking the wrong fucking person, dude. I don't know.
shot working off Booker. 38 points. That's a career high for Lloyd Marketing. 4 seconds to go. Damian Lee. 3. No. Booker. Rebound. Also doesn't kick it out. Booker 49 points. Doesn't matter. The Jazz win 134 to 133. So the Suns fall despite that big game from D Book. That has been the theme for Booker in his career. When he scores big, the Suns go down. Book has scored 49 or more points 5 times in his career. And Phoenix has lost in 4 games.
Foie gras ban from Royal Residencies. My opinion on foie gras is that it's no worse than anything else. People think it's like harmful to like the ducks or the birds to be like force feeding it like that, but from what I've seen, they're just hungry birds and they get they get their meal. Like it's you keep chickens in coops, pigs in pens. It's no different for the birds. So I don't know why we're banning foie gras. There's nothing wrong with that. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson opens up about mental health. You got to ask for help. You know, we all got our ways of coping with it. Everybody's got something wrong with us. Ain't no one perfect.
They scored enough points. But Golden State, I think, lost a lot of defense this year when they lost to Gary Payton and Otto Porter and a couple other pieces. But on the road, definitely supposed to come together. And I'd say there might be some things lingering from the early, I guess, events that happened in the season. But they try to find a way to come together.
Chinese police stations in U.S. Oh, I heard that the United States is letting China buy land right next to like military bases. Like, it's ridiculous. First off, why are we letting China buy land here anyways? Yes, I get it. I get it's all about money. Money makes the world go round, round, round. But like, literally, I think I heard it up in South Dakota near Minot, or I think that might be North Dakota, the Air Force Base up there. China bought a plot of land smack next to our Air Force Base. Tell me anything. All right, see you, bro. Tell me anything other than bad can come out of that. As quick as he was in, he is out.
Sends his lead up by 6. Option continues. Armand Franklin, 3 for 6 from 3. Cavaliers up by 11. Franklin with the assist this time. Hooking up Beekman, who drains the 3. Virginia 9 of 14 from 3. It's a team up by 14. Beekman, second career double-double, 10 points, 10 boards. Here's Franklin for 3 more. Career high 26 for him. Virginia all the way to 17.
What do I think about Elon Musk taking over Twitter? I think it's for the better, but I think the man's got too much work. Like, how the fuck can you run Tesla and Twitter at the same time? Like, you know, I can't stop looking at this stupid ass acne all over my face. I don't know, man. That does not solve the lighting problem. We've gone 2 hours without solving the lighting problem. We probably never will. My trans and intersex friends are deeply upset by J.K. Rowling comments. Oh, stuff like this is why humanity is ending in the next 50 years. That's bad. It's like, do I want to be around for the end of shit? Like, we can always be optimists and think like, yes, we're getting so much smarter, so much good technology is coming out of this. We're gonna get it figured out. Are we though, or are we just gonna go death spiraling down? Like, I don't even want to know how bad things will get. But I think it's foolish to be an optimist. I think it's smart and the most rational thing to believe that things will go to shit. Whether it be in 20 years, 50 years, or 100 years, I'm just upset that my kids are going to have to live through that. And I may have to live through that. It's like, imagine a world without like countries, because the only way we're going to have to do this is come together as one. And we are all on just such different pages. I don't see how it's possible for all cultures to come together. Maybe we do something like you have the United States of the world, where it's like each different region has slightly different rules and variations, but like it's such territorial dog shit. Like, it's such a bad habit we still have. The fact that like we have to have like, oh, this is my plot of land, this is yours. It's like caveman shit. Like, we're not. I mean, yeah, we're animals. We're not animals in the sense that like we need to have our own territories. Like, I think it would be better, but I don't see how it works though. That's the problem. I could spout all these ideas out, but I don't have any solutions. You know what I mean? No, it's just like, imagine you live in the same, you can never be on the same page as, let's say, a Middle Eastern person. First off, religion would have to go away. There'd have to be one universal religion for us all to agree on that. And that's the part that kind of perplexes me about religion is, you know, you want to believe it's true, and so many people do believe it's true. I'm not saying it's not true either, but it's just the amount of different religions. Isn't it true that only one of them could be right? Or is like, what if they're all right? But how is that possible? Because according to the Christians, I'm assuming, says nothing about all the Hindu gods, so that can't be real if Christianity is true. Like, I don't know. The thing that gets me about Christianity is we're getting this from an ancient text, i.e. the Dead Sea Scrolls, which hasn't even been translated fully. Imagine living your life and abiding by rules and morals set by a book written thousands of years ago that you don't even know how to read. You read something like only 40% of the words are able to be translated. Imagine reading a research paper and every 6 out of 10 words are like blacked out, like got some white out over them. Imagine then reading a book. Would the book make any fucking sense? No, which leads me to believe half of this is just some guy sat down and was like, okay, this is what it should say. Do we know what it'll ever mean? I mean, there's subjective. I mean, we all have our own different ways of interpreting things, but interpretation is all subjective, and there's the philosophical argument. Is there even a literal meaning of any text? I argue no. We're all human beings, and we all process things differently. Even the person who wrote it may not be able to convey the literal meaning. So, with that being said, there is no literal meaning to the Bible or any religious text for the matter, yeah. Very perplexing to me. Some days, am I sad that I'm not religious? Absolutely. You know, I go to church and like I watch these other people and they're just so committed and they have such a purpose, and whether it's real or not, that's to be argued, but what's not to be argued is that it's beneficial. It could be the fakest thing in the fucking world, but it's benefiting these people more than anything else in the world. It gives them morals. It gives them a reason to wake up. It gives them a reason to act good. It gives them a reason to be good to their neighbors. I deep down, as offensive as this may seem, I feel like religion is just a way, as simplistic as it sounds, religion was made to sort of brainwash people into being good people. It's like if you could believe in this make-believe world and follow all these make-believe rules, it will in turn make sure you are all good people. And I think that's how society has been sustained, is because we've all been based around relatively good morals. I think it's a tool to make sure society does not fall apart, which is getting real deep. But whoever designed this, whether it's a greater power or even bigger than imaginable, i.e., a simulation, the simulation creator, in some way or somehow programmed us to embrace religion in a way to keep us on the right path, as if we, as the human race, working towards something very broad and obtuse and abstract, but we are working towards something. We have a purpose. Everybody has their singular purpose, to reproduce. But the reason we keep reproducing is so eventually we'll get it right and we'll conquer our purpose. That is what I believe. Getting distracted with the basketball game here, sorry. Wow. I didn't even mean to go deep like that, but I guess that's what this conversation has evolved into. That's really, I'd have to be more awake to really comment more on this topic, but I'm starting to think, like, should I come into these podcasts like prepared? So I don't know if you noticed, I've just been raw dogging this whole podcast by myself. And yeah, we've had visitors come in and out and like do our own thing, but like for the most part, I've been carrying like. But I've been talking to myself for 2 hours, but I haven't had a script or anything. Like I don't know if I come in with not a script because I'm not preparing for what I'm going to say, but have a list of topics to kind of go over to keep me tracked. Because I know for a fact when I watch this back that I have been jumping all over the place. And anybody trying to listen to this, I apologize, but I know I didn't make very much. I know I didn't make clear sense this whole podcast, jumping from topic to topic, but I'll try to keep it more concise in the next couple times. Oh, I should just label this chilling with Lucas. This isn't even a podcast. This is just chilling with me. Just chilling. Oh, man. There's not really much to talk about anymore. Of course there is, but my brain is going down. It's getting late, very late. I'm tired. I'm sure we're all tired. This was kind of venting, but you just got to trust that everything's going to be okay. And some days it's hard for me to see, but I just got to believe everything will be okay. my personal life, and in my career life. Yeah, I hope anyone listening to this, maybe I hope that one thing they got out of this, at least they learned something from me. Hopefully you could learn a thing or two from this podcast. It is the Trash Cast. Don't come in here expecting to learn anything, but if I could keep my thoughts concise, I believe I could be a pretty informative person. I got to work out this YouTube name thing. I don't fucking like Social Butterfly. Weird, but that's a problem for another time. I'm not going to worry about that too much. About to be going back to Maryland for Thanksgiving break. Honestly, I need a reset. I'm considering that the Great Reset. No, Christmas break will be the Great Reset, but this will be like the pre-reset, like the Triassic period. They're moving into the Jurassic, then the Cretaceous. Anybody knows my references? Used to know a lot about dinosaurs. That's why I know that. I don't know if that's common knowledge or not. Like, I speak about it like it's nothing, but maybe there's people out there that don't know what those periods are. But who knows? I just need a break from everything. Not excited to go back to the cold. I don't really. These are the comfiest clothes I have, or in terms of like warmthness. It's not a word, but in terms of keeping in the heat. I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I get to Maryland, man. It's gonna be too cold. I came down here to run away from the cold. I tucked my tail from the cold. Also, man, last time I ran a cast was the hurricane. It was a hurricane cast, and we were scared, but we made it through that. And now we had another Category 1 hurricane roll through. I'm telling you, no one even batted an eye. We don't care. I'm trying to think of a rhyme here. If it ain't Cat 3, then it ain't affecting me. It's a decent rhyme. I.e. why I can't freestyle. My brain just don't think quick enough to come up with rhymes in real time like that. I ain't no supercomputer. Yeah, but hurricane, no problem. I don't even remember the name of that. We don't care. Hurricane like Rebecca. Who's Rebecca? We don't know her. Oh, man. Maybe I'll look back on this and be like, damn, that's where I'm really at right now. 3 o'clock doing a podcast. Shit. What a nerd. But you know what? If I'm the only person judging myself, that's okay. I'm allowed to judge myself. I care less what other people think, but call me a nerd. I want to be a nerd. I'm in chess club. That's about the dirtiest thing you could do. And I embrace it. Anyways, good talking. Get a lot out of my chest. Hopefully we learned a thing or two talking to ourselves here. Thanks for hanging out with me, chilling. Give me something to do on this night. I think I talked about it on this podcast, but I had plans for tonight, but it didn't happen. That was a weird ass laugh, but like that was supposed to be like, yeah, I'm disappointed, but like I don't care laugh. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. I'm not in the business of caring anymore. I care a lot, but like certain times you just can't care. Oh man. I don't know when the next time I'll do a cast, but hopefully I'm progressed in life. I don't know. Hopefully I started flying lessons. I'm well on my way, doing things I actually like. That's the thing. I need an abundance of things I enjoy in my life. That's what I am missing. Things I enjoy. Anyways, all right, let me do a proper sign off. Hey, give this podcast a like. It's embarrassing when we only got like 2 likes and one's me and one's my friend. One's my roommate Ethan. So let's try to get this at least 50 views. Over, under, preferably over. I'm taking the over on that bet line. Speaking of sports betting, no, I can't get into another topic. I'm trying to sign out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyways, signing out. Don't know when the next time I'll see you, but we're hanging in there. Stay strong, my fellow Trashcast followers. We gonna get through this game called life together. Signing out. Peace.